Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today I will be talking about the topic that affects global stability, national well-being, and the everyday lives of millions of people around food insecurity. Food is a national security. Food is economy. It is employment, energy, and history. Food is everything by Jose Andres. The statement represents how food has been played a significant role in human society. Although food systems can support national economies, encouraging population health, shaping cultural identifications, and influencing unstable governments. However, when food productions are unstable or threatened, there can be a possibility of political conflict or a supply chain breakdown. Ultimately, this means weakening national realism. Why food security matters? Food security means to having access to nutritional food, supports national economies, shaping cultural identifications, influence on unstable government, not just only local, but it affects around the whole world. By supply chain can break down ultimately by weakening national resilience. This might causing food prices to spike up and leading to protests, unemployment, and migration. Some environmental and economical pressures. Food insecurity can create unequal demand on supply chains. Food stability can depend on climate change. This means by creating alternations in precipitation patterns, increase of temperatures, frequent extreme weather events, climate change can also destroy by reducing the soil with the water that comes with the precipitation, yielding to a lower crop returns. This is by Uma. Research also has shown, like I mentioned before on the previous bullet, there was change in precipitation patterns and rising temperatures can weaken agriculture systems. This means if the crops are more resilient, this means the real world complexity can mean there is no perfect model. Food systems can't adapt to climate stress. Economical can be suffering. This might mean communities can face seeing rises levels of insecurity. This means like if we go to our local grocery store like Walmart, Target, Club, Costco, whatever you want to call it, any of the stores that are out there, we might see like there's a $1 right now, or future it could be like a $2, $3 increase. For economic and supply chain uncertainties, like for instance, we saw during COVID-19, there were labor shortages, transportation delays, and trade restrictions. This was even involved in the lower income countries as well. Some geopolitical conflicts were happening in the Russia-Ukraine war, distributing global exports of grains and fertilizers. This was a sharp increase that we saw, and this was reduced to many access regions. Risk about food security. We often see food securities in the same place taking an early initiative, trying to warn systems at an early stage. This means we can see an Eastern Union has adapted to a framework for food security policy with military and health practices. This was by Agricultural and Human Values 2024. Some trade-off risk for food security. For long-term stability, we can see the potential skyrocket costs in the market. Short-term stability, farmers buy-ins or resistance to adapting to new practices. How can we balance this? For long-term stability, it was cutting transportations. For short-term, it was just by managing waste and packing food. And this can come also essential for both short-term and long-term by investing food security, which provided us immediate benefits. As I want to conclude with my presentation, if we prioritize food security, this can be reliable, accessible, safe, and nutritious food that can be driven by public health and social stability. Without any action, this may cause the nation to face many risks in the future or currently that can increase many people to be malnutritious, creating economical strain to others. This could be by unemployment, people needing to find other ways to get sources. I've seen people garden lately. They believe that if we garden quicker with the seeds that we can get from our fruits, vegetables, it's more efficient and that can people sell to the market quicker by having resources. And this also can be widening abnormal social inequalities. Many people can come to the fresh market or the farmer's market to see, hey, there is something that we can have. However, there might be difficulties of seeing like $2 in Costco is seeing a $2 tomato price compared to a farmer's market for only $1. This means we need to see how we can predict our future. And these are my references for my presentation. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.